Turn the intro.
Oh, snap. Welcome to the NFL Couch Talk presented by Stadium Junkies Media. I am Tony Lopez, alongside the normal co-host,
the glorious Jeffrey Burtis. Got it memorized.
And special guest.
You're turning him into a robot, but our special guest, if he can introduce himself, is...
I can't class myself as just glitchy today. I have to say I'm sickly also.
Sickly?
Has about 5 different conditions going on, 2 ER trips.
I mean, just some good stuff. Just some good stuff. But before we get into this couch talk, there's something I need to get off my chest. It won't be long, but it's just going to be brief. This whole little fiasco about net neutrality. If you're going to be up in arms about all this fiasco, talk to your congressman. Don't give up the fight. Keep protesting, keep fighting. Because humans in their attention span is pretty low. So if you are that upset about this, just don't give up, keep on protesting, and get your voices heard. Eventually someone in power will listen. That is all. So now, there was a game that happened. Wait, was there a game happening on yesterday? I think it was. Who are those 2 teams again? I mean, they're not even relevant in the playoff picture.
Yeah, playoff picture, but for draft picks, they're kind of relevant. We have the Denver Broncos going to Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Colts. 25.
I mean,
30, after Trevor Siemian went down with injury.
Trevor Siemian went down with injury. Do you know what the injury was?
I have something to do with the shoulder for sure.
Shoulder injury, huh? So once again,
Osweiler came in and took over. So
you mean Brock Osweiler?
Yeah, that Brock Osweiler.
Yes, that Brock Osweiler, who turned out to be who turned out to be a total dud.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's starting to get back in form back with Denver.
Oh, great. I mean, he's still not going to be going anywhere.
Yeah, I realize that, but
all he's going to be is just another sought-after backup with so much potential, but overpaid. He got his money. I'll probably never see that again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's how bad he kind of messed things up. But that's all in the past. Bottom line, I mean, game happened. Broncos won a game despite going to their backup quarterback in Brock Osweiler. God, exactly. I mean, that just shows how bad the Indy defense has truly gotten. Wait, never mind. They didn't even have a defense.
Also, so you said Indy defense?
Indy and defense apparently doesn't mix.
Well, I'm watching this turnover by Trevor Siemian right now. I can't say the same.
It was more of like that was really bad timing on that pass. I know. Are you talking about the interception and on the first drive of the game? Correct.
Yeah, 11:42 left in the game. I mean, in the first quarter.
And also, Siemian's injury is season-ending.
See, I mean, well, there's only 3 games left in the season.
Yeah, but
I mean, this is what I was afraid of with the Broncos. They put all their chips on the line with Peyton Manning as a quarterback. They were in win now, and now they're paying the price because you have a good defense. Their defense is pretty good.
Yeah,
for the most part. But their offense keeps even a good defense gets tired. They can't be on the field too many times, or they'll get gassed, and it's what happens. The offense is pulling the chain, anchoring the defense down to the bottom of the sea. And now you need to fix that offense. The defense is fine. I mean, now you need a quarterback for the future, and they do not have one. Trevor Siemian, Trevor Siemian's okay. Brock Osweiler, no.
Brock can make just
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen flashes of the reason why he signed that much money.
Mm-hmm.
But I need consistency with him. Maybe if he stays in Denver, he could maybe do something under the right system. But till I see it otherwise, I mean, he turns out to be a bust. And the Broncos need to fix their offense. Maybe they need better offensive line. No, as the receivers, Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
Demaryius, I said Peyton Manning.
Oh yes, Demaryius Thomas. Oh, Peyton Manning made Demaryius Thomas look good, but
yeah, it's just like Tony Romo made Dez look good.
Exactly. Clearly. I mean, clearly. But now, I just don't know what Denver. Denver, I was pretty high on, just by that defense. But quarterbacks, I mean, if it's their quarterback situation, they'll be fine. But until then, go in the draft.
With them, they need offensive line help. Their offensive line the last few years has not been playing consistently. They just need to be upgraded, period. Minnesota went out and switched up their whole offensive line, and in one season they went from the worst offensive line in the NFL to the best, besides the Cowboys. So,
I mean,
you can fit your line, you can win games.
You fit your line. I mean, the offensive line is the most underrated position in the NFL. Haven't we established that?
It does help that you have a head coach in Minnesota also that knows what a good offensive line looks like.
You're dang right he does.
And he knows by the fact that his defense doesn't go through it during practice.
Also, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
In unrelated injury news, Adrian Peterson has been placed on IR due to a neck issue.
Wow, that turned out to be a better trade than I hoped for New Orleans.
Yeah,
I guess,
but at the same time,
that neck was moving a lot more than people's heads turning when they found out that he whipped his kid.
Oh, Lord,
you knew you were getting there.
I need for this podcast. There we go.
You knew you were going to get that when I was special.
Low blow, James. Just low blow.
Oh, Jesus.
Just for an update to people, I still haven't watched the game this year.
Well, you're in protest. You're still in protesting mode.
I'm protesting for like so many different things against the NFL right now, showing that I can actually go a season without watching a whole game. Granted, I haven't even watched enough time to make up even the first quarter. I've probably only seen about 3 to 4 minutes combined of a game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Other than like highlights, I'm using a specific highlight thing to make points for y'all.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. So.
Yeah. I mean, he's that casual protester that understands what's going on. So, yeah. Adrian Peterson turned out, is he done? Now that leads me to the question. Is he done? Is Adrian Peterson one of the best running backs of our generation? Has his career just been like, you know what? I'm retiring, GG, I'm done. Or does he have anything left in the tank?
I think he may be done, but I think a better question to ask, is he Hall of Fame worthy? Is he Hall of Fame worthy?
Hall of Fame worthy.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
First ballot to me.
First ballot. He may not have won any rings, but Adrian Peterson changed.
Second.
He made it known that he was the best running back at his time, and I would say Hall of Famer. Yes.
He was dominant. Yes.
The problem for me is there's a lot of things that these writers nowadays are trying to be SWJs in their field and like, oh, we're not allowed this. Like, you allowed a lot of people who did steroids. Shut up. Just do what people did on the field, and guess what? He was a beast. He should be first ballot. He's probably going to go second.
Yeah.
the only argument I could make against him is not winning a Super Bowl, but that's not his fault. I mean,
how many people are in the Hall of Fame without a Super Bowl ring?
About plenty. I mean that's my only.
If I recall, there's a Browns running back that's in the Hall of Fame. Never seen it. Has he seen championship back then? I don't remember.
Cleveland Browns and championships don't mix.
Wait, are we talking about Jim Brown?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like championships back in the day because I never kept track of before Super Bowl championships.
He won 4 championships in the when the Browns were in the previous league, and they did win an NFL championship in the NFL.
Fascinating.
And people don't notice that because we care about Super Bowls so damn much.
Mm-hmm.
Once the Super Bowl came into play, that's when everything changed.
I still believe that those championships back in the day still count for something, especially since shorter careers back then.
It's still a championship.
Let's be honest. It's he deserves as many championships as what we say Peyton Manning or even the
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
But now this leads me to another question for both of you. Do people overvalue the fact of a thing called a ring? Fans and media overvalue this, and I want to hear why.
Extremely overvalued for a team sport, because you can have a coach who supposedly sabotaged the 2002 Super Bowl championship, and you don't get a ring because of that. But yet, your previous coach who took over your old team, who took over your previous team. You have this team. You took over a great defensive team, and you get credit for someone else's coaching and personnel. It's like, nah. There's a lot of things that in the NFL that's overvalued of just getting the one ring. I look at the longevity when it comes, especially for Super Bowls, and someone like Gruden's did some good defense. Longevity wise, he's not a Hall of Famer to me. Something like that. Especially when he took over a Tony Dungy team, who Tony Dungy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Tony Dungy, isn't he not in the Hall of Fame?
No, is he?
I don't remember the eligibilities for contributors.
If he isn't, he should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he should be. I mean, Tony Dungy is one of the best coaches I've ever seen.
Yes, he is in the Hall of Fame.
Especially when you have a supposed sabotage of that Super Bowl too. So, and you reward one team over another to be possible Hall of Famers because of issues with the center and issues with possible coaching.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a team sport. If it was individual, yes, I can make that argument, especially in certain team sports that you have a legend beside you, then I can give credit to the person down beneath them. But this is a team sport, and to be honest, that's also the reason why I believe the Patriots are cheating a lot of times. Because to do that kind of stuff, you either have to make a deal with the devil, or you have to cheat.
Exactly.
To say otherwise,
we're not saying. I mean, people are going to doubt the Patriots. I mean, the thing with New England is people are going to say, the fans, people are going to have that back in their head. Did they cheat in this Super Bowl? Did they cheat in that Super Bowl? I mean, it does not matter. What we see at the game, I mean, when the Falcons had a 25-point lead, need I remind you, 25-point lead in this Super Bowl. And they still managed to pull it off the comeback, the biggest comeback of the century, and the first Super Bowl ever to go on halftime. You look at it at the game there, you're just like, impressive. It's totally, I mean, granted, it was self-inflicting wounds on the Falcons for maybe bad play calling, but when you're down 25 points.
Of someone in your ear or someone is in someone else's ear, possibly some listening in on somebody else, possibly some. You never know. I can't trust the Patriots for every single one of their with one of their. If you for every little time that you have a possible cheating, you probably cheated more than that. Because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of playing with fire to be burned, and they were pretty much getting first-degree burn for what? Nothing. Only one time someone got second-degree burn, and they won the championship the year they got burned.
But the thing is, history at the time, when long before we're gone, like long after we're gone from this world, history is known by the winners, and the winners, unfortunately, they are New England Patriots. They're not gonna look back on the scandals and saying, "Oh, Spygate was a thing. Oh, deflated footballs was a thing." They're gonna look at
the Black Sox.
I mean, hey.
So that's the Black Sox. That's 100 years later. People still talk about that.
You mean the? Oh, Jesus! But still,
yeah, I think I've just proven a point.
I mean, someone's. But here's the thing. No one. Are you gonna remember that? Are your kids gonna remember? Or the future generations gonna remember Spygate? Or are they gonna look back in the history books and see the Super Bowls and the five championships from Tom Brady?
How smart is the future generation?
Yeah, seriously.
Because we're 100 years later, we still don't talk about the Black Sox winning a bunch of championships. We still don't talk about even the times that, all those players are not even in the MLB Hall of Fame for that reason.
And they're not even alive anymore.
They can't do anything about it. So if we find out more and more, or if we just leave it at that, we're still going to be talking about those things. Heck, look at Babe Ruth. We still talk about everything he does. And, even though we talk about the good, I'm in that future generation, and I still know all the things that Babe Ruth has done bad.
Exactly.
All the stuff that they've been accused and accused. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Patriot fan. I can't. I mean, there's the three teams I just cannot stand. But I can't look at their success and I'm just like, oh hey, they've won 5 championships. They're like the dynasty of our generation. They've been consistently good ever since I could remember. Ever since they started Tom Brady after he relieved Drew Bledsoe of all people.
I remember that game.
They have never looked back since, and still, even with and then also the deflated football scandal. Even without Tom Brady, with the 4 games, they went 3-1. That was impressive end of itself.
3-1. They were able to different backup quarterbacks.
Exactly. That just shows that organization. They're good. I mean, they're set. I mean, you take Tom Brady off that team, they're still fighting for a playoff spot. Also, remember the Tom Brady injury. Remember he was out for the entire season.
Matt Castle took over, and the team still went 10-6 for the season.
Still 10-6. They barely missed the playoffs. That's still impressive. Going off,
exactly.
You take the starting quarterback out of any other team. Oh, you're thinking lotto pick. Most of the time, it just shows that the Patriots organization has gotten something right.
Mm-hmm.
Even when Tom Brady know how to. Oh my God!
How many times has it shown that almost every game they played, there is something funky, weird about it? At this point, I don't even believe that they play clean.
Can you? Okay, you don't think they play? You think they played clean when they came back from a 25-point deficit?
Oh no, he said that he doesn't think they play clean at all.
Clean at all? So you think they play dirty all the time?
Man, Ric Flair looks clean compared to them.
Oh my God.
That's. I mean, I'm playing the devil's advocate for this, but I'm just. Hey,
why are you playing the devil's advocate when we're all like Patriot dismissers.
I mean, you're all Patriot haters. I mean, I'm one of them, but I just cannot. I look at them and just like saying that's still an impressive organization. Still impressive organization.
Oh, it's impressive, but it's impressive how they get away with stuff too.
Yet to be proven. I mean, I can't believe I can't believe I'm defending them.
Now, gentlemen, we get on to some of the picks.
I mean, I still got two more topics.
Oh, all right. Well, my bad. I jumped the gun.
You jumped the gun because, I mean, he's back. He's back in the form of the best quarterback at talent-wise I have seen, in the form of Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Still going to lose a game.
So I see them winning out and getting in the playoffs.
Here's the thing. If they lose one game, they're out. They're out.
And I see them losing a game.
So, I mean, the Nets game is against Carolina. I see that as
they're losing. They're losing it. Period.
Nope. Oh, yeah, little faith.
Mm-mm.
What was that? Do I hear some sizzling steaks on the grill right now? We're going to put some steaks on this?
All right. Hold on. All right.
Carolina is overrated.
No, they're not. You Saint fan. Chill. Listen.
Chill.
But hold on. Their defense is out of this world. All right.
Out of this world, huh?
Second, they don't really have to rely on throwing the ball out of the field because they can run it down their throat. And third, the Green Bay Packers defense this season has been getting hurt more and more and more. That makes teams able to pick them off. As in, they're going to target anybody on the field, and they will get it to them. Look at what Cleveland did to them. Prime example.
Cleveland had to deal with Brent Hundley, and here's the thing.
No.
Green Bay still won that game.
Hold on. The final score of that game was wait a minute. Where'd it go? 27-21. They shouldn't even allow them to score 7 points because Cleveland sucks. If I have to go to the bathroom, if I go to the bathroom, I say I have to go take a Cleveland.
Take a Cleveland, huh? Cleveland can still score. They can still make it somewhat competitive. Somewhat competitive, they just still lose because they can't finish games.
It's just the fact.
Fifth-ranked defense.
Okay, James.
For Carolina.
Yeah.
Fifth-ranked defense for Carolina. Fifth-ranked rushing. What's the rushing defense for Green Bay? Because that's something that's independent of Aaron Rodgers. Let's see now.
I mean, since when has Green Bay had a running game?
No, run defense. Run defense.
I'm just saying, since when has Green Bay had a running game at all?
We're checking Green Bay's run defense stats.
Wow.
I can't give defense stats apparently. Hold on. There we go. Keep on commencing while I try to figure this out.
But so you're saying that you think Carolina is going to run it down their throats, huh?
But here's the X factor of the whole game. How well is his throwing shoulder?
If he's medically cleared,
right shoulder blade, not like his collarbone right here. That's his throwing arm. We don't know how well he's going to throw.
What I expect in this game is that the first half is going to be a little bit shaky. For Aaron, first quarter is going to be a little bit shaky. Just get the cobwebs out. Then at the second half, the Aaron Rodgers, the Aaron Rodgers, is going to come out swinging, going to rally his team. Everyone's going to rally behind him because they got their quarterback back. Swing, and Green Bay is going to run the table.
So Carolina's defense has barely allowed 1,100 yards rushing this year. Their
Okay,
past
since
is the
when
only
does
thing that's keeping them lower than fifth, which is 2,764 passing yards. Let's see now. Where is the touchdown ratios? Touchdowns, mostly passes. What do you expect? Because nothing goes with their run, against their run. Their time of possession is not really different, but they have a bad turnover ratio. But if we look at Green Bay's, their turnover ratio is looking at +7. So there's a chance, mostly thanks to turnovers and Rodgers. So that will be the only mixture, the X factor, the reason why Green Bay would win is turnover ratio plus passing. But this is a number 5 defense.
Yeah.
And if they put pressure on Rodgers' arm will start giving in a little bit, and eventually it's going to be over. One game is all you need to lose. And
Exactly.
this could be it.
it's not all you Aaron Rodgers naysayers. Well,
I'm not an Aaron Rodgers naysayer. I just felt it's too late in the season for them to turn it around now. So,
especially when
remember, Aaron Rodgers said the team believes he can run the table. They ran the table. I never count on Aaron Rodgers.
all right, Dr. Robot.
Never count him out. Wow,
Well,
did you use Dr. Robotnik, huh?
how do you feel about Minnesota then?
Minnesota?
How do you feel about Minnesota, Mike?
Aaron Rodgers wants Minnesota. He wants to prove badly that if he didn't take him out, they would have won. So I expect a huge, angry Aaron Rodgers to come out of that one and get his revenge.
I have to disagree.
And then the Vikings, their O-line, they got a little bit banged up, didn't they? They need the last 3 games for Green Bay are Panthers, Packers at Lambeau, Vikings at Lambeau, and then Lions. There, I can easily see them running the table with that schedule.
No.
7-6.
Absolutely
I can easily see 10-6.
Absolutely not. Not with the schedule.
Oh, I can't wait to be I told you so.
Number
You
3
think they're
defense
really
after number 5 defense.
Uh-huh.
Number 3
Are you talking about
defense
Minnesota?
after number 5 defense.
It's Aaron freaking Rodgers. Anything is possible.
And have you seen how good Minnesota's been playing this season?
I mean, they just dropped the dud against Carolina.
Okay, Carolina's a good team, though. That's what you feel.
Not really.
They're a good team.
Not really.
Anybody in the NFC now has a chance because Carson Wentz went down with an ACL injury. Now everybody's gunning for that top spot. Everybody. Because guess what?
I still think
there's no
Philly
way that Philly's going to make the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying Super Bowl, but they're easy. I'm not saying Super Bowl.
They're already locked in.
They're locked in, and they're going to probably get home field.
I'll say Minnesota's probably going to get that.
Who's going to catch them? Minnesota? Please.
Minnesota. The way Case Keenum's been playing all year, just him and Thielen are on locked on. But their defense is extraordinary. Everybody's been playing to their level. And then out of nowhere, their offensive line loves to play well. Then the running game is playing. Oh my God, it's so good.
Let me get this straight.
Leading a team that I didn't think they were going to be there.
So Philly, their last 3 games are you expecting the Giants to beat the Eagles now?
Okay, no.
You expecting the Raiders?
No. Maybe the
you
Cowboys.
Expecting the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, maybe.
Ha! Even with Zeke, as if. By that time, they'll have everything locked up.
Look, we will see what happens, but in the meantime,
even then, okay, they maybe lose to the Vikings. They lose to the Cowboys. Okay, that's still 3 losses compared to Vikings. Then it comes down to who did the Eagles lose to? They lost to the Eagles, lost to the Chiefs. Then where is their last? And they lost to the Seahawks. Okay. Then if it was Cowboys, then and then Vikings. They lost to They lost to the Rams, right? Rams, Panthers, and I think it will be Green Bay. So, and then the Lions. Oh, so I still think Philly is going to be easily getting home field unless something drastic happens in the next 3 games. They would have to lose They would have to lose 2 out of their last 3. They're not losing. They're not losing to the Giants. I don't care. No. I don't care. Even with Nick Foles as the quarterback.
It depends on how Eli comes out and plays, but
the Giants.
Let's just move on. The Giants. Hold on. Let's just move on from that.
Wow. Good Lord, this is ridiculous.
I'm not about to go in the link about Eli, man. This is not.
I mean, let's rather not, because then after this last topic, then we'll do predictions. The fateful showdown. This ties into predictions, okay?
Yes, it does.
The winner of this game is probably going to be representing the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
The Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank God it's at Heinz Field and not at Foxborough.
Doesn't mean
do you see any way the Steelers can pull this off?
I can actually see this being a very, very high scoring shootout.
When I come to
communication breakdowns, some radio breakdowns with, communications that block between certain booths. I mean, there can be a random flag on the field that a fan could throw that's from the Patriots side.
I just feel like, personally, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the most explosive offense in the NFL. The most explosive. I mean, come on, the Killer Bees, Ben, Bell, Brown, Bryant, even Boswell, kicker.
Last time these Killer Bees went up against New England, their stingers fell and they dropped a dud.
Yeah, but this is a different team.
Yeah, you say that. I mean, still Big Ben as the quarterback, still Antonio Brown as the receiver, who is making a strong argumental case about being the first wide receiver to get MVP.
But okay,
I'm hearing the same argument for Green Bay from Jeffrey. I hear doesn't matter, still have Aaron Rodgers quarterback, blah blah blah. It's the same argument. So
yeah,
what's wrong with the way around?
Argument. Yeah,
he's making a case. No. I mean, he's making a case.
This is not what we're talking about. Because you're saying do you think New England's going to win this game?
If Aaron Rodgers wins these 3 games, that I can make it say, hey, he's MVP, but he's not going to get it due to injury.
No, what I'm trying to ask is, do you think New England's going to win this game? Because the way you sound is just like you have so many doubts about the Steelers that you don't see the flaws in New England because they can't be physical. They clearly proved that point against Miami on Monday night. They cannot be physical.
What happened with New England with that game? I think they were just looking ahead. It was against Jay Cutler.
The whole issue with that game is that the New England defense cannot and will not be physical. If they can't be physical, the offense of Pittsburgh, they're going to get demolished hands down. Hands
Bill Belichick will fix that team. They will be physical. And here's my argument. What in the Pittsburgh defense is able to stop Tom Brady? Give me a case on that. How is the Pittsburgh defense stopping Tom Brady?
Right now,
who in that defense?
Right now, I don't know because Shazier
exactly.
No, hold on. Shazier's out. Shazier was the heart of the defense. Now they're having to like fill in spots, like doing linebacker by committee to fill in the spot of Shazier because he did so much on the field. First off, praise to Shazier. Get better, dude. Please.
Indeed. Also, indeed, yeah. Get better. We don't need no paralysis.
If they ride the momentum they've been playing with the last few weeks, I think they can do anything. They could be a Super Bowl contender for sure.
I'm telling you right now, the winner of this game is coming out of the AFC.
Yeah, exactly.
If the Steelers can somehow pull this off, I will be very impressed, and I will be like, praise the Lord, because I don't want to see New England back in the Super Bowl.
No,
don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it. I don't see it on the defensive side. I'm just like Tom Brady is going. I fear he is going to shred that Pittsburgh defense apart, and the defense of New England just needs to keep Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell in check. Let anyone else beat them, and they'll be fine.
I can see Tom Brady showing his age and actually starting to slow down and get worse.
If he does, great. I mean, that'd be awesome, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, I know.
It's just not. It's not happening, and that leads us to our predictions now, which we need to.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the Saturday games, which that is the weirdest sentence I've ever started with. We have Chicago going into Detroit at a 3:30 Saturday game. Well, 2:30 our time.
What a joke,
guys! Who do you have?
It's either the team that just won't be. It's a city that just won't stop talking about how the greatest team ever assembled, versus the Detroit Lions, who
don't even know how to blow up a stadium properly.
Yeah, All right, you know what? I'm gonna just go take a little coin flip. Let's see. Do I have a quarter? Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm taking Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, actually, this one's actually kind of exciting. 7:30 Saturday game. Well, yeah. Well, no, this is 7:30 our time. We have
7:25.
Yeah, close enough. The Los Angeles Chargers going up against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. The winner of this is in first place of the division.
Oh, wait. Kansas City finally won a game, right? They finally woke up from the diabetic coma?
But LA Chargers are the team. I don't think anybody in the
Chargers.
Right.
Chargers are on fire.
Yeah. Chargers are on. They're in fuego. For real.
They're on fire. They're playing well. Phillip Rivers finally has a team. He absolutely has a team now. He has a defense. Oof.
Yeah.
And he's got weapons. So this just screams Chargers.
Yeah, definitely Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first Sunday game I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to get this one knocked out and moved out the way. We have the Ravens going to Cleveland.
Cleveland is one more step away from being 0-16.
Yeah.
One step closer to the edge, and they're about to break.
So
that's good.
Baltimore easily.
This is what you pay me to
do. This is what we need. And arguably, my opinion, what's going to be the biggest ass whooping all weekend when the New York Jets get their tail handed to them by the New Orleans Saints. Absolutely. Well, the only reason Josh McCown is out for the year, and you are about to hit on Bryce Petty.
And it's at New Orleans, Nina, my dad. So
how petty?
And Kamara's coming back from concussion, and the Saints haven't played a game in 11 days. So, yeah, New Orleans.
Absolutely.
And then
Jets. Who that?
Who dat?
I mean, and also they got next week is that fateful rematch. They need to get ready for that one. So this could be a trap game, but take it one game at a time, just like I've been doing this whole season.
Now, Bengals heading to Minnesota, the home of Super Bowl 52.
No team has ever hosted a Super Bowl and had their team represented, but still Minnesota is going to probably win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, what if Minnesota actually does end up going to the Super Bowl and hosting their own Super Bowl?
Ultimate home field advantage, but at the loss of good tourism and economy.
Well, still.
That'll be the ultimate home field. I couldn't imagine how crazy that would be.
See,
but
here's the thing.
The other drawback is there's a lot of tourism, a lot of out-of-state economy, people traveling.
Well, that argument can't be made if it was back in Arlington because Cowboys fans are everywhere. And imagine how many rich Cowboys fans there are that would travel from all across, heck, all North America. So Minnesota, I can't say so much. I don't know how far and widespread that they are. I noticed a lot of their workers are migrating here to Texas, so they'll get some Texas people who are rich because they were able to move down to Texas. But other than that,
and you also do have a lot of foreign people who come over and watch the Super Bowl, foreign media that comes in. It's all eyes on that game, so they're going to get as much media attention anyways. I mean, tourism, yeah, it's going to maybe be different if Minnesota's at home.
Might take a little pen in hotel stays and all that.
Exactly.
What still interests me is only 1/3 of America watches the Super Bowl.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's insane for how large 1/3 of America is. But that's also makes me wonder, what is everyone else, the 2/3, doing other than working?
Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, gaming, who knows? Gaming, watching anime, who knows?
NBA basketball, yeah.
I mean, there are other options in football. We just love talking about it.
If I was a booker for, all the other sports, I would do early games.
Yes, exactly. That's what you have to do. Because anything, any TV-wise, all eyes are on the Super Bowl. If you're trying to compete with that, good luck. Like having a pay-per-view right at the Super Bowl, you get your big matches in immediately.
I guarantee without comps, Golden State won't even have a sellout arena.
You guarantee, huh?
Without comps, because that's the trick that Mark Cuban used all the time to keep that sellout streak going was, hey, we're gonna keep this going by giving this Boy Scout troop, and there's 20 tickets for y'all, and we're sold out. Comp tickets, man. So without comp tickets, I'll guarantee you Golden State was not even having a sellout arena.
I could agree with that.
I mean, I got a topic for you when we start our NBA talk. Immediately after the Super Bowl, we'll be getting started with the NBA, Tony.
Because guess what? You know what the first thing we're going to have to talk about right after Super Bowl? NBA All-Star Weekend, baby.
Oh, great.
Oh, I think you're going to talk about Seth Curry's feet fetish.
Oh, Jesus. Next game is the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Eli Manning-led Giants.
Even without Carson Wentz, I was about to say something crazy. Even without Carson Wentz, Nick Foles is not a total scrub. I still say they demolish.
Say that again?
Even without Carson Wentz, I still see them destroying on the Giants.
Well, okay. Giants win. Upset pick of the week. Done.
Wow, you're an idiot sometimes.
Even Nick Foles.
By 10 points. Eagles.
Okay.
God. Where's some soap for me saying that? Where's it soap?
I know, right? It's like, for both teams, really.
Both of you are comical.
At least out of everyone in the division, at least I have respect for the Eagles.
I don't.
I mean, be honest. You did not expect the Eagles.
I didn't say for the fans. I said for the team.
The fans is kind of what drives me crazy about Dallas, but the organization for Dallas, I'm starting to appreciate what Jerry's been doing.
I make sure that we are in the news. Always making sure my Cowboys are number one in the top. Go Cowboys!
You know, Stephen Jones.
It's just
he is doing a fantastic job running the organization. All right, let's go for that.
You are comical.
We played some good football. The other team did a very fantastic job. We're just gonna go out there. We're gonna prepare. We're not gonna make any adjustments throughout the day. We're gonna play some good hard football.
Oh my God, the Jason Karen impression. Oh Jesus!
How close that was?
That was good. That was this close. Oh jeez. We have the Texans.
Sounds like Hank Hill with Jason Karen.
Now let's move on.
We have the Houston Texans heading to Jacksonville to get their butt handed to them.
Oh, Jacksonville has the best defense one of the best defenses in the
literally
league.
The best defense. Saxonville is real. Saxonville is real.
Never thought I'd say this, but the Jacksonville Jaguars, they could do some damage in the playoffs.
Offensive line is keeping Blake Bortles up. That's insane.
I don't trust. My only thing is I don't trust Blake Bortles in the clutch. I trust that defense fine, but Blake Bortles.
Whatever team beats Jacksonville, either they get beat up so badly they can't beat the next team, or they have to be that great and continue on and win the Super Bowl. Make that call now. Whoever beats Jacksonville wins the Super Bowl, or loses to the next team that wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, because that's gonna be a wild.
They'll get they could get the third. The top two teams they're getting the buys. It's clearly who are playing right, who are playing at 325. I think I could see Jacksonville getting the third seed.
They're going to win the division for sure because Tennessee's starting to
clearly.
And Houston, we're not even going to talk about that. But yeah, they could be one of the more fearsome teams in the playoffs. So.
Don't you just love playoffs talk? But now let's really on with the next game.
Playoffs.
We have the Green Bay Packers heading to Carolina.
You already know my pick.
You already know my pick.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to run the table and prove that he's that bad man.
Yeah. Now we have the Arizona Cardinals playing in D.C. against the Redskins. My bad. The Washington football.
So I can't. I mean,
a repetitive.
I'm trying to care, but I just can't about this game.
There's only one thing I care about, and that's one receiver, who, when he got drafted from West Virginia, I always said, "Damn it, that's so much lost potential. Could be with a good team."
Wow.
But now, at least. He's graduating from the University of Phoenix. But I always felt bad when I remember Larry Fitzgerald when who was the quarterback for West Virginia during that time? It was Larry and somebody else.
He went to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Dang it. I'm trying to think. No. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, he did go to Pittsburgh. Who was the quarterback from West Virginia that didn't do so well? I forgot. Same time as Larry Fitzgerald, too.
I don't remember.
I'll look that up while y'all. I can't believe we got that mixed up. Mostly because they're just that dang good. Those two players.
Exactly. Now,
when I heard Arizona got him, I said I put the crucifix and I said I'm sorry, Larry. And lo and behold, we didn't know Kurt Warner's going to come back.
Also, question for you, Fitzgerald, first ballot.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Thank you.
I feel bad for T.O. because T.O. deserves the first ballot. I don't even see it happening.
T.O. Will he ever get into the Hall of Fame?
Again,
my
people
pick
try to
is
be SJWs, and I'm sick of it. Just do what they did on the field.
Yeah, I mean, on the field, he was a beast.
He was a bad.
My pick is the one.
I gotta go with Washington, by the way. I mean,
only one person I care about, and that's the only one I'm going to choose.
Nope. Hey, you choose Arizona then.
I choose Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Now the last 12 o'clock game. The last 12 o'clock game is the 6-7 Miami Dolphins heading to frigid Orchard Park, New York, to play the Buffalo Bills.
Is it going to snow like it did last week?
I have no idea. Somebody check that forecast. If it snows again, they're screwed.
Because last week, again, the Colts and Buffalo in a nice little snowstorm. That was
the best game I've ever watched on TV.
That was great. I'm just off the bat. I'm going to say Buffalo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That
means Buffalo get 8 wins.
It was Steve Slayton.
Right?
But yeah, I'm going to say.
Oh, Jesus, this next one. Now, guys, we're getting some good ones. But I'm going to knock this bad one out real quick. We have the Tennessee Titans going to the Bay to play San Francisco 49ers, who are on a 2-game winning streak. Whoa!
Garoppolo's real. So this is my upset, San Francisco.
That's not an upset. That's a definite.
I'm going upsets. I'm going Tennessee.
I don't know if you call that an upset, but okay.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Now, a really good matchup. The 9-4 Los Angeles Rams heading to the Great Northwest in Seattle, Washington to play the Seahawks.
Wait a minute. This is the second time they've met, right?
I believe so.
You said 9-4, right?
Yes.
You are. The Seahawks are 8-5.
Yeah, but here's the issue.
Ooh.
Defense is super banged up.
Until proven otherwise, it's still the Seahawks division. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Seahawks.
I'm going to go safe. I'm going to go with Los Angeles. Just simply because they're playing out of their freaking minds right now.
Rams.
It's the 12th man. The 12th man is real.
Now, the best game of the week.
By far.
Which is also the game that Tony Romo is going to be at.
Okay.
The New England Patriots heading to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to play the Steelers.
I want to get both your opinions on this one first.
James, go first, please. Please go first.
If Tony Romo gets a bunch of calls wrong while he's in the booth, the Patriots are cheating. That's the Patriots.
Oh, that's the best thing.
Tony Romo's on a good roll of calling it.
Because he is a prime example of how you color commentate.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing a fantastic job. I'm impressed.
EY banana. We gotta run this play, and we make sure that the quarterback is doing an upward crescent moon route, and then it leads on to this stop route that burns the cornerback out for a.
Oh, there's so much going to happen right here.
Let's say a coconut bee joystick truck stick.
Oh, that last part was weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to make up stuff that he says. Of course, Spider ZY Banana is always this thing. And what?
I swear, I thought that was Gruden's line.
That is Gruden.
Okay.
Anything you say with a animal, letter, fruit, whatever mixture, you're going to get a Gruden mixture.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. My heart says Pitt. My brain says New England. Jesus.
Same.
My heart says Pitt. I want Pitt to win so badly, but I just can't.
I think Pittsburgh plays so well at home that they're going to win this game and win this game handily.
Not handily. It's going to be close. So,
but
I'm going to say I got to say
for some reason it's a Sunday night game. For some reason, this is the Sunday night game.
It should not be the Sunday night game. I'm just saying.
They did not flex it they usually do this 2 weeks ahead of time. They did not flex it out of the spot. So it is the Dallas Cowboys heading to Oakland, California, to that stupid baseball stadium to play the Oakland Raiders.
Should not be the Sunday night game.
No, it shouldn't. But there's no way Dallas is losing this game. The way that Oakland has been struggling.
Oakland's been inconsistent.
Absolutely inconsistent. And that's why they've been struggling. That's why they're not going to make the playoffs.
I don't expect them to, so I got to say Cows.
Think about this. Hold on. Think about this. Cowboys win this game. Who do we get back next week?
You get Zeke. You get Zeke Zeke against Seattle and Philly.
Then there's also a chance that Orlando Scandrick may come back. Heck, the whole secondary can't come back. That's gonna make the passing defense even greater.
Mm-hmm.
Still not so, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say Dallas just because Oakland is just so bad, just not as good as I wanted them to be. On paper, when the schedule came out, this made sense. But
Jeff, you remember my Super Bowl pick was, right?
Was it Oakland involved in it?
It was Oakland and Green Bay.
Yeah. How off you are.
Well, I mean, yeah, pretty off. That's sad.
Now the Monday night game.
So, you know.
Now the Monday night game.
We have a game that Jeffrey clearly doesn't care about. Clearly.
I care because I need a miracle to happen.
What, do you think Tampa Bay is going to win this game?
I would love. Hey, did you think Miami was going to beat New England?
Yeah.
Hey, did you not believe it's not butter?
Hey. But it's the Atlanta Falcons heading to Tampa, Florida to play the Buccaneers.
I'm not saying it. Dirty Birds.
You know what? Yeah, no. Don't say it because I'll say it for you. Francois Burtis says that the Atlanta Falcons will win this game.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying Dirty Bird scum.
I said it for you. The Atlanta Falcons will win the game.
Dirty Bird scum.
I will say Atlanta kicks their tail. All right?
Dirty Bird scum. Your hatred
James,
for...
I'm guessing you agree completely. Oh, yeah, he does.
Scum.
But
you know that one team, you know that one team, you have the Redskins. You two have the Redskins. You just cannot stand losing them, right?
No.
The bleeping Redskins? No. The Red Potatoes?
No, the Washington football team? No, I don't.
What's the one team as Cowboy fans that you hate losing to with a burning passion?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Red Potatoes. Nowadays, it's Eagles, but all time it's Red Potatoes.
It's the Redskins. But more recently, it's really the whole division because every fan of those other teams are all more assholes.
Heck, we're fine with Arizona nowadays. Nays being our division.
Yeah, we're completely cool with them.
Well, they also took up Emmitt Smith when we didn't want him. So
yeah, that's true.
So we kind of went, hey, we glad you took that gesture, but here's Roy Williams. He's going to knock him out.
This is true.
And actually, I think
that's it.
That last play for Emmitt Smith.
Well, I think that's it for the couch talk. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes, absolutely. For everybody involved today, thank you for watching. Subscribe down below. Please thumbs up this video. And James, I know you have a little something to say about, whatever they dislike.
Hey guys, we had a great couch talk today. It was not everyone participated. They all did their parts of the plan, and they all did their game well. We got to hit the thumbs up. We got to be positive. I mean, if you hit that thumbs down, I mean, it's your opinion, but you got to understand, with this football team, we prepared ourselves very much for each other, and we understand that, this football team, we work hard for the next game, and we're going to try much harder for you if you're going to hit that thumbs down. But also, we like to tell you, yeah, I think you're a
This is Jeffrey Burtis of the Stadium Junkies Media, signing us out. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with Fortune Booking.